Yeah, not obviously, NIL in college football today is something that players are able to take advantage of. But I think when you come to a school like Notre Dame, that's like probably number 4 or 5 on the list of why you made that decision. Um, Obviously we take care of our players, but that's not what Notre Dame strives itself on. You think Notre Dame, you think of the 40-year decision, you think the education, the type of man that you're going to become, the type of man you're going to become spiritually, the type of teammates you're going to become, and after that, you're able to benefit financially off of it. I think one thing we do really good here is learning financial literacy with NIL. Like we're going through classes, we have a player development guy who's always teaching us about taxes and things like that. So that's been really good. And then another thing, like a lot of these guys are able to pay for family travels to come to our games, where in the past these close family members of them haven't been able to come. So a lot of this money that we receive in NIL goes directly back to family travels and whatever it may be. So we don't keep it's not like we're out here buying all the flashy things that you probably see online, because buying your parents plane tickets isn't going to make the news headlines. So. A dunk contest? You'd have to ask somebody else that question. I got my answer, and I know him pretty well, but dunk contest. I'm not gonna say myself, but Eli Raridan can throw it down pretty well. Yeah, he's a freak. Good to see you, my man. Yeah, I think first and foremost, his leadership has been incredible. Obviously, he's a veteran guy who got here just like me, and really throughout the whole offseason, going into the season, even in fall camp, he just put his head down and went to work. He's got a dog mentality to him and brings some type of energy that's just like an underrated, not going to say too much, just going to go out there and play ball. And I think that's kind of how he proved himself to this team. To have him back will be a great help. Obviously, he's a very physical receiver that is willing to do whatever it takes to put his body on the line or help the team out. Whether he's got 1 catch, 6 catches, it doesn't matter. You're going to get the same version of Bo. Thank you. Good to see you. Oh, I've been able to take care of some guys. Just give them little gifts here and there. It's always fun when you can go golfing with the offensive line and pay for their rounds. Little things like that are something that they really appreciate. But I don't know if it's anything I've gotten for myself, but I think being able to take care of family members and their travel is also something that is really cool. Yeah, like I said, he's one of the fastest players that I'll have played against this year, and very instinctive. So he sees the game, sees the field really well. He's been around ball for a long time, and obviously has family members that have played. So he gets it. He's a good player. He's got great instincts. Ooh, dang, that's a good question. Shoot, the first throw of my college football playoffs was a pick. So, like, that wasn't fun. That probably snapped me into it. I'm going in there. Oh, it's just like any other game. I'm going to, do my thing, and then boom, tip ball, they pick it. So then I kind of had to lock in after that. So probably that first play. I think it was the first play of my college football playoff career. So that snapped me into it. Yeah, I remember watching it on the plane. I forgot who we played, but I was watching it on the plane ride back. Obviously, we were going to play Notre Dame the week after. So I was watching that game, and I saw two very physical football teams who take a lot of pride in just being blue collar um, teams that just put their head down and go to work. Didn't seem like either team was too flashy. Just straight ball is what I felt from both of those teams. And obviously both teams play really good defense that game, and it came down to the wire. But I've heard stories of about that game throughout the week, but really, there's no need for any more motivation for this game. That's a good question. I think number one thing about Coach Freeman is he's very humble. So if there's a decision he doesn't care about, he's not going to make it just to, put himself out there as the leader of this organization. For example, like the uniforms every week. He could care less about what uniforms we wear. So we'll sit in the captain's meeting. He'll be like, all right, what do you want to do? All right, fine. You got it. A lot of coaches, they want to have it their way. But he's just very humble and offering these little things to us. What travel suits do you want to wear? Do you want to wear shoes? Do you want to wear sweats to the games? All these little things that he doesn't have an opinion on, he lets us aside. So I think that resonates with us a lot, and it lets us know that we hold a lot of power in this organization, and he trusts our opinion as well.
The offensive line, I guess the whole team is kind of go through the ringer with injuries, but on the offensive line, Charles got hurt in preseason. A lot of people didn't think he'd come back and play, but now he pitches his game. The first thing to do in the second game in a row after maybe not being expected to play at all. Could you kind of talk about his journey and just kind of how the offensive line has dealt with him?
Yeah, I think when you come to Notre Dame as an offensive lineman, you got something to you that a lot of other schools don't. I mean, you just have a whatever it takes mentality, just gritty. Like, these dudes just like to get their hands on guys and just play ball. As bad as the weather can get, the more excited they are. So I think whenever adversity hits that room, it's just another day at the office for them. Next man up. They have a great culture in that room, and nobody ever has their head down. Everybody's looking out for each other. You look at Pat Coogan, a guy who was a backup to begin the year, with Ashton Craig being the starting center. Pat was coaching Ashton more than anybody else on the field, trying to improve his game. Just the unselfishness in that room really speaks to kind of where they are today. Charles, yeah, he's extremely healthy, feeling great. I mean, he came up to me this week, after practice. He was like, hey, how you like me out there? Like, feeling good. Hey, I feel real good. I can't wait to protect you. Like, those little things, like when Jag speaks up, he means what he says. Yeah, Tyler, he's been a great addition. I remember when Coach Freeman called me this summer and told me, hey, Tyler's going to be joining the team in the fall. I could not have been more happy, because I understand what a college quarterback has, as far as his mindset and all the things that he had been through. I just knew immediately he would be a great addition to this team. And he does a lot of work behind the scenes that nobody really gives credit for. Obviously, I talked about him after the NIU game and how he helped me out a lot. But then just in the offense in general, I mean, his signaling, some people, might chuckle at that, but his signaling and getting everybody together and make sure everybody's on the same page helps us out a lot on game day. Yeah, he kind of just shared with me his story and the regrets he had in the past, and how to be a Notre Dame quarterback, who to listen to, who not to listen to. Just these little things about, adversity kind of just helped me out a lot.
What's your favorite play this season?
Favorite play this season? Probably Mitch's field goal last game. That was great. Probably Mitch Jeter knocking down that field goal to beat Penn State. I'll put it, for sure. My favorite play? Shoot, I don't even know. I like, as much as I run the ball and have rushing touchdowns, all my passing touchdowns, mean a little more to me, because I'm able to share success with my guys. So anytime I can share love, and give other guys touchdowns. Those are my favorite plays, probably. I don't know for sure one specifically. I think Coach Denbrock gives a lot of freedom to the quarterback in his offense. There's a lot of leeway, a lot of different adjustments I can make, and adjustments that I wasn't making probably in the beginning of the year are kind of second nature to me now. So, whether that result of the play is in a success or not, as long as he sees what I'm seeing pre-snap, he's got no problem with it. So I think it's very quarterback friendly. He allows me to use my legs when I need to, and when I don't, he finds a lot of different ways to give our good players the ball. It's a good question. I don't know if I need to say too much. I've always kind of carried myself in a way that, like, actions speak louder than words. So I think these guys kind of understand, or will understand through my actions and the way that I prepare for this game, how much it means to me. Like I said, if you need extra motivation from me to get you fired up for this game, something's wrong with you. So I don't know what the message will be, but it'll probably be more action-based. One thing I learned, you can never prepare the speech, because the moment you prepare the speech, you start to become robotic, and it don't ever work. You start stuttering on your words, start thinking about what you were going to say. You just got to let it ride, man. Just whatever you're feeling, let it flow. Yeah, I took I tried to be as humble as possible coming in and not put myself above anybody. Obviously, there was a lot of attention on me probably when I walked into the doors, but I made sure to, reflect that attention right onto, everybody that was around me. Any chance I could to hang out with whoever it was on the team or talk to anybody on the team, I was doing that. It didn't matter who you were. Obviously, I learned the names of all the players, which I think I got a lot of credit for, but I think it's just common sense. Whenever you come into a new program, you should learn the names of your teammates. So every little thing I could to find a relationship with a different player, I did. Yeah, I still wear it. It's right here. My mom, the "You Suck" wristband. That's kind of blown up, but it was never really supposed to. It was really just something my mom and I started to do in high school because you come from a small town in Alabama and you have success on the field and on the basketball court. Everybody just tells you how good you are all the time, and I would just get so sick of it because I needed that extra motivation. I didn't really have much adversity at the time in my life. I'd lived a blessed life, and I just wanted somebody to tell me I sucked, to give me a little extra motivation. So my mom gladly took that and ran with it. So if you see my high school locker, on senior day, it just says "You Suck" all over it, and it's kind of just been our thing for a long time now. Yeah, we haven't texted individually, and that's not due to any reason other than the fact that we both understand we're really busy during the season. But he's a person I'm sure down the line, I'll have a great relationship with for a long time. We're in group chats and Manning Camp group chats, and every week somebody usually sends an encouraging message that we all relay. So just like, hey, y'all let it fly. Good luck this week. We're always rooting for each other. Um, sorry, what was the first part of your question? I had an answer, but I forgot. Yeah, the experience. Yeah. Honestly, love the 12-team playoff because this is our 4th game, and like I'm trying to play as many football games as I can. So like I love like not having a bye. I just want to play as many football snaps as I can. So that it's been incredible for me, and to be able to travel to all these different cities. You got the home game, then you go to New Orleans, Miami, now Atlanta. It's just really cool experience that we're all able to be a part of. And then sorry, the second. Yes, I don't know where my head is. What makes Coach Freeman so special? I think he's just a he's a player's coach. You know, everywhere he goes, he's just kind of like one of us. You'll see him today. He's just wearing a jumpsuit, you know, chilling with the boys, hanging out for a media day. But then he knows how to flip the switch, and he has our respect too. I mean, it's not like he's, you know, one of our teammates. He's definitely our coach, and we respect him a lot. And but I think he just leads by his example. He's very humble. I think the nation just latches on to humble people, and he's definitely at the forefront of that. Thank you.
Your teammates had a question, but they wandered away.
No.
So they come over here. They'll be back. Don't worry.
Hey Riley, you know this team is capable of winning a national championship.
When I was in the portal, I knew. I took a visit here, and there were a lot of people that were on the edge of leaving, going to the NFL or not. And when I went out to dinner with them, they all told me that they were coming back. And at that moment, like I knew, because I had played against them. I knew what our defense looked like, and defenses win championships. When I played them last year, they were really good when I was at Duke. So I knew when those guys said they were coming back, you know, we were going to have a really good football team.